of stages of division. We're going to start really simple, and then we're going to kind of build up to some more difficult cases. All right, so let's just look at this simple dividing by a monomial. Okay, a monomial means that you have a single term. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide each term of the polynomial, that's the many-termed expression, by the monomial. Okay, so to do that, we're going to simplify any coefficients, and then you subtract your exponents. You do the top exponent minus the bottom exponent. So let's look at that first example. 18 into the fourth plus 18n cubed plus 3n squared divided by 9n squared. So we're going to go through and we're going to, I think it's best to physically write what we're dividing by under each and every term. Okay, go ahead and write it there under each and every term, because that kind of helps you keep up with where you're at. So 18 divided by 9 is 2, and into the fourth divided by n squared, we subtract those exponents. So 4 minus 2 is 2. That result is 2n squared. I'm just going to draw an arrow so that it's clear that that came from that first division. Plus, let's repeat it again for the next term. 18 divided by 9, same coefficients that we just had, it's 2. N cubed divided by n squared is into the first. You really don't need the exponent of 1. Okay, I'm just writing it there for clarity. Okay, the last term, 3 divided by 9, isn't really an even division, but you can simplify that. That simplifies to 1/3, and n squared over n squared, when you subtract those, that's n to the 0. Anything to the 0 power is 1, or you can look at it as, well, they cancel out, however you want to look at it, but we don't have a variable with that part of our answer. Okay, so this is our final answer for when we divide these terms here. Okay, let's do another one. 3r cubed plus 40r squared plus 50r divided by 10r squared. So like I said, go through and put 10r squared under each and every term. Okay, 3 divided by 10 doesn't divide evenly, doesn't reduce either, so we're just going to bring it down. 3 over 10. R cubed over r squared is r. Please make sure that it's clear that that r is not in the denominator. Okay, I kind of left myself a little bit of a gap there before I put my r. Or you can also write it this way. 3r over 10, those are the same thing right there. Okay, however you want to write it, just so it's clear that the r is not in the denominator. All right, plus 40 divided by 10 is 4. R squared over r squared is 1. So we've just got 4 there. Plus 50 divided by 10 is 5. R over r squared. Okay. If it doesn't have an exponent, it's understood to be an exponent of 1. So we've got 1 minus 2 is negative 1. We don't like negative exponents. So the r goes in the denominator. Okay. Another way of looking at it, you can kind of use this rule. You don't have to subtract top minus bottom. You can just subtract the exponent. So 2 minus 1 is 1, and you put it where the exponent was bigger. The exponent was bigger in the bottom, so r to the first is going to go in the denominator. It's 2 different ways of looking at your exponent rule. Okay? I think it's pretty simple, so let's, well, actually, no, let's practice that.